Grandmama, cloaked in the moon's glow, weaved spells with an ancient grace. The air shimmered with magic as she communed with forces unseen. Amina, witnessing this nocturnal spectacle, felt a mix of terror and wonder. The mundane veil that once shrouded her grandmother lifted, revealing a sorceress of unimaginable power. In that moment, royals, the village's simplicity shattered like fragile glass. The night held secrets darker than the shadows that danced across the walls. Amina's heart raced as she grappled with the revelation that her grandmama was no ordinary villager but a wielder of magic, a keeper of arcane mysteries. Royals, gather around as I take you on a journey to the quaint village of umaro, nestled amidst lush forests, where the warmth of community radiates through every corner. In this village lives Amina, a spirited young girl who finds solace in the familiar embrace of umaro. Her days are filled with the laughter of children playing and the comforting presence of Grandmama, a powerful sorceress who weaves magic into the fabric of their lives. Simple huts dotting the landscape, villagers going about their daily chores, and the rhythmic beats of drums echoing through the air during joyous celebrations. Umaro is a haven of normalcy, where every face is known, and every path is etched in the collective memory of the community. Now, let me draw you into a tale that begins with the mundane, slowly unfurling into a tapestry of mystery and suspense. The sun setting behind the thick canopy of trees, casting long shadows that dance mysteriously on the village pathways. At first, these shadows may seem like mere tricks of the fading light, easily dismissed. As the days pass, odd occurrences weave themselves into the fabric of everyday life, whispers carried by the wind that linger a moment too long, unexplained rustlings in the dense foliage, and reflections that seem to hold secrets of their own. Amina, our young protagonist, encounters these peculiarities but brushes them off, attributing them to the quirks of village life. The line between the ordinary and the uncanny blurs. Strange figures appear fleetingly at the edge of vision, and the once familiar sounds of umaro take on an unsettling cadence. With each passing day, as Amina begins to question the reality she once knew, shadows grow darker, noises become more unnerving, and reflections reveal glimpses of something otherworldly. The village, once a haven, now holds secrets that stir a growing sense of fear and confusion. In the silence of the night, be attuned to abrupt interruptions, a sudden hush falling over the village, the discovery of a mysterious figure standing silently behind Amina, or the chilling realization of a reflection that no longer mirrors the familiar. Royals, our journey through umaro is a delicate dance between the ordinary and the inexplicable, between the known and the unknown. Stay close as the shadows deepen, and the secrets of umaro gradually unveil themselves in the moonlit darkness. Royals, let me delve into the ordinary life that once defined umaro. Amina, with her vibrant spirit, embarked on each day with an eagerness to explore the hidden corners of her village. From the bustling marketplace, where villagers traded stories along with goods, to the serene riverbanks where laughter echoed through the air, umaro held a rhythm that resonated with simplicity. Amina's daily routine was a tapestry of curiosity and adventure. As the sun painted the sky with hues of orange and pink, she would wander into the heart of the forest, enticed by the mysteries concealed within its depths. Her footsteps danced along the well-trodden paths, and her laughter harmonized with the rustling leaves overhead. Her curiosity, royals, was a beacon guiding her through the enchanting landscape. One day, as the village embraced the warmth of the midday sun, Amina ventured to a secluded glade that held an ancient well. Its waters whispered tales of forgotten times, and the air around it vibrated with an energy that piqued her interest. Drawn by an unseen force, Amina peered into the depths of the well. The water, crystal clear, reflected her curious gaze. Yet, as her reflection stared back, an unsettling realization crept in: the image was not an exact replica. It held a subtle distortion, as if a shadow lingered where it shouldn't. The ordinary life in umaro took a subtle turn. Amina's discoveries, once innocent and filled with wonder, now harbored an eerie undertone. Shadows clung to her reflection, and the once familiar laughter of villagers seemed to fade into an unsettling whisper. As the days passed, royals, a disquiet, settled over the village. Ordinary activities became shrouded in an air of unease. The market, once vibrant, now echoed with hushed conversations and furtive glances. Amina, despite her adventurous spirit, felt the weight of an unseen presence, casting a veil over the simplicity she once cherished. Amina, in a moment of solitude, returned to the well. The moon's glow bathed the clearing, and as she peered into the water, a figure emerged from the depths, a distorted reflection, mirroring her every movement with a malevolent grin. Royals, the village of umaro, once a haven of normalcy, now teeters on the edge of an abyss. The distorted reflection is not a mere trick of light but a harbinger of something darker. Amina's world, entangled in mystery, is no longer as it seems. As you ponder the unsettling revelation, know that shadows linger in the most unexpected corners, waiting to reveal their chilling truths. Remember, your thoughts and experiences matter. Feel free to share your insights in the comments below. And if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay tuned for more empowering content. Your support means the world. Royals, the moon hung low in the night sky, casting a silvery glow over umaro. Amina, grappling with the unsettling revelation from the well, found herself drawn to another mystery, her grandmama's mysterious nighttime activities. As the village slept, Amina tiptoed through the hushed pathways, guided by the ethereal light of fireflies. The air crackled with an enchanting energy, and shadows whispered secrets as she approached Grandmama's dwelling. Peering through the wooden lattice, Amina's eyes widened in shock and awe. Grandmama, cloaked in the moon's glow, weaved spells with an ancient grace. The air shimmered with magic as she communed with forces unseen. Amina, witnessing this nocturnal spectacle, felt a mix of terror and wonder. The mundane veil that once shrouded her grandmother lifted, revealing a sorceress of unimaginable power. In that moment, royals, the village's simplicity shattered like fragile glass. The night held secrets darker than the shadows that danced across the walls. Amina's heart raced as she grappled with the revelation that her grandmama was no ordinary villager but a wielder of magic, a keeper of arcane mysteries. As Grandmama concluded her mystical rites, her gaze locked onto Amina, piercing through the darkness with an intensity that sent shivers down the young girl's spine. A whispered promise hung in the air, a promise of secrets shared, of destinies entwined. Now, brace yourselves for the bone-chilling plot twist, as the night deepened its hold over umaro. Amina, torn between fear and fascination, stumbled backward into the shadows, only to realize that the village itself was alive with unseen forces. Whispers echoed through the night, revealing a truth more unsettling than any revelation before. Every villager, in the veil of darkness, possessed a hidden, otherworldly secret. Royals, as the moon cast an ominous glow over umaro, Amina stood at the precipice of a reality warped by magic. The villagers, ordinary by day, transformed into beings of mystery by night. The enchantment that once held a sense of wonder now wrapped around the village like a sinister cloak. As you ponder the revelations of the night, know that umaro is no longer a haven but a realm where shadows dance with secrets, and the mundane conceals a darkness that beckons the unsuspecting into its chilling embrace. The village's enchantment, royals, is not a source of comfort but a tapestry woven with threads of uncertainty and dread. Royals, the revelation of umukeoaro's secret sorceress left Amina entangled in a web of confusion. As the sun painted the sky once more, casting away the shadows of the night, Amina grappled with the weight of her grandmama's secret life. The village resumed its routine, seemingly oblivious to the magical undercurrents that pulse beneath the surface. Amina, however, carried the knowledge like a heavy burden. Her world had shifted, and the simplicity of Umukeowaro now felt like a delicate illusion. Amina's days became a dance between the ordinary and the extraordinary. As she went about her routine, the villagers, unaware of their dual existence, greeted her with familiar smiles. Yet, every encounter carried an unspoken truth that hung in the air, a truth Amina was now part of but struggled to fully comprehend. The young girl found herself torn between the desire to confront her grandmama and the fear of unraveling a tapestry of secrets that bound the village together. The shadows of doubt danced in her eyes as she questioned the nature of the magic that permeated Umukeowaro. Should she embrace the newfound knowledge or bury it in the recesses of secrecy? Royals, as you witness Amina's inner conflict, know that the village's enchantment holds both wonder and peril. The once comforting routine now conceals a complexity that tugs at the edges of understanding. Amina, like you, stands at the crossroads of curiosity and fear, uncertain of the path that unfolds before her. And now, prepare yourselves for the chilling twist that lingers at the precipice of Amina's revelation. As she grapples with her inner turmoil, the air in Umukeowaro thickens with an unsettling tension. Shadows flicker with unseen movements, and the ordinary becomes a veil that threatens to lift, revealing a truth so horrifying that even the bravest hearts may falter. Royals, as the story unfolds, remember that every secret has its price. Amina's journey through the dual existence of Umukeowaro is a path fraught with uncertainty and dread. The village, once a haven of simplicity, now stands on the brink of a revelation that will shake the foundations of reality itself. As you ponder the weight of Amina's choices, know that the line between the known and the unknown blurs, and the secrets that lie beneath the surface may be more terrifying than the shadows that dance in the moonlit night. Royals, as the tension in Umukeowaro thickens, Amina seeks answers from Grandmama. The air is heavy with anticipation as the young girl confronts the sorcery that weaves through the very fabric of her existence. In the quiet sanctuary of Grandmama's dwelling, shadows dancing in the flickering candlelight, the truth begins to unravel. Grandmama, with a wisdom that spans generations, unveils the family's legacy of sorcery. Her eyes, reflecting the knowledge of ages, meet Amina's with a mixture of love and solemnity. Child, she begins, the ancient timbre of her voice carrying the weight of centuries, our family has long stood as protectors of Umukeowaro. The magic that courses through our veins is not a mere secret but a sacred duty passed down through generations. Grandmama unfolds a tapestry of stories, of battles fought in realms unseen, of spirits appeased, and of the delicate balance maintained to shield the village from forces beyond mortal understanding. The enchantment that cloaks Umukeowaro is not a malevolent force but a shield woven by the hands of sorcerers who sought to preserve the sanctity of their home. Amina, caught in the web of revelations, listens as Grandmama imparts the weight of their responsibility. The shadows that once seemed ominous now hold a purpose, and the village's dual existence is revealed as a delicate dance orchestrated to protect against ancient malevolence. Subscribe and hit the notification bell to be the first to experience the thrill of our next story. Share with fellow adventure seekers and let's keep the excitement going. Royals, brace yourselves for the bone-chilling plot twist that lurks in the heart of Grandmama's revelations. As the candlelight flickers, shadows seem to stir with a life of their own. Grandmama's eyes, once filled with wisdom, now betray a glint of uncertainty. In the hushed confession that follows, a truth more unsettling than any revealed before takes shape. The protection that Umukeowaro relies upon hinges on a pact made with a force far beyond the understanding of mortal minds. The balance teeters on a precarious edge, and the village's safety is not guaranteed by benevolent magic alone. Royals, as Grandmama's words echo in the dimly lit room, know that the legacy of sorcery comes with a price. The enchantment that shields Umukeowaro is bound to an ancient agreement, and the delicate dance between protection and peril may shatter at the slightest disturbance. The village, once a bastion of simplicity, now stands on the brink of a revelation that transcends the boundaries of both magic and mortality. Royals, as the moon hung high in the night sky, the training montage unfolded in the mystical realm of Umaro. Grandmama, the ancient sorceress, took Amina under her wing for a journey into the arcane. The air hummed with the secrets of magic, and shadows whispered in eager anticipation. The initiation began in the quiet stillness of the forest. Grandmama, a guiding presence in the dim moonlight, revealed the basics of sorcery to Amina. The air itself seemed to respond to their every word, carrying the weight of ancient incantations. Amina's eyes widened with wonder and trepidation as she delved into a world beyond the familiar. The training unfolded like a dance between realms. Grandmama, with a patience that belied her age, guided Amina through the delicate intricacies of spells and incantations. The young girl, once entangled in uncertainty, found herself growing in magical prowess with each passing night. Royals, Amina, bathed in the moon's glow, weaving spells with a newfound grace. Shadows danced around her, responding to the unspoken command of a sorceress in the making. The forest, once silent, echoed with the harmonies of a magical symphony. Yet, brace yourselves for the bone-chilling plot twist that lingers at the culmination of Amina's initiation. As her skills blossomed, so did the unease that clung to the village. Shadows, once obedient, began to twist with an unsettling life of their own. The whispers, once distant, now echoed with a dissonance that sent shivers through the night. In the final night of Amina's initiation, a revelation more chilling than any spell she had mastered unfolded. The village's protection, once assured by the careful balance of magic, now teetered on the edge of unraveling. The shadows, once allies, seemed to harbor a malevolence that threatened to consume Umaro. Royals, as the training continued under the moon's watchful gaze, Grandmama and Amina shared moments that transcended the realm of magic. The bond between sorceress and apprentice deepened, weaving threads of understanding and trust. In the quiet spaces between incantations, Grandmama shared tales of the history of sorcery in Umaro. The whispers of the night carried echoes of battles fought by their ancestors, the sacrifices made to safeguard the village, and the delicate balance between magic and malevolence. Amina, absorbing the stories like a sponge, gained insights into the rich tapestry of her heritage. The village, once a simple haven, held layers of complexity that unfolded with each revelation. The bond between generations, steeped in the magic that coursed through their veins, became a bridge connecting past and present. Royals, Grandmama and Amina, under the moonlit canopy, their voices intertwining with the ancient whispers of the forest. Shadows played witness to a lineage of sorcery, and the air shimmered with the shared understanding that bound them together. As Grandmama delved into the darker chapters of Umukaowaro's history, a revelation emerged, a secret so profound that it cast a shadow over the very foundation of the village's protection. In the final night of bonding, Grandmama, with a heavy heart, confessed that the enchantment protecting Umukaowaro was not merely fueled by benevolence. An ancient pact, forged with forces beyond mortal comprehension, demanded a sacrifice. The shadows that danced in harmony were bound by a pact that required the blood of a sorceress to maintain the delicate equilibrium. Royals, as you ponder the haunting truth, remember that every bond comes with a price. The shared moments between Grandmama and Amina, once steeped in warmth, now carry the weight of a chilling revelation. The village's protection is not sustained by magic alone, but by a sacrifice that lingers on the edge of inevitability. The chilling twist awaits, and as the shadows deepen, the bond between generations may be severed by a darkness that hungers for more than mere secrets. Royals, as the moonlight painted the village of Umukaoaro, Amina embraced her newfound role alongside Grandmama. Nightly flights through the mystical realms became a shared endeavor, as the duo soared above the treetops, weaving spells to protect the village from unseen threats. Royals, Amina, her eyes alight with determination, and Grandmama, a beacon of ancient wisdom, navigating the currents of magic that veiled Umukaoaro. Shadows whispered dark secrets, but the sorceress duo faced the malevolent forces with a strength born from their shared lineage. In the depths of night, they confronted entities that sought to breach the village's defenses. The air crackled with magical energy as spells clashed against the encroaching darkness. Amina, once a spectator to the mystical world, now stood at the forefront of the battle, her skills evolving with each confrontation. Yet, brace yourselves for the bone-chilling plot twist that shadows their nightly flights. The villagers, in blissful ignorance, remained wrapped in the comforting cocoon of sleep. Umukeoaro's residents, nestled in their beds, were oblivious to the magical battles waged in the ethereal realms just beyond their perception. Amina and Grandmama, the silent guardians, maintained the secrecy of their nocturnal endeavors. The village continued its routine, unaware of the shadows that danced in tandem with the night, of the spells woven to safeguard their existence. And now, royals, the chilling twist awaits. As Amina and Grandmama faced the unseen forces threatening Umukeoao, a revelation emerged: the malevolence they combated was not external but a manifestation of the village itself. The enchantment, once a shield, now harbored a darkness that hungered for the very essence of the sorceresses who sought to protect it. As the duo fought against the malevolent forces, the air thickened with an unsettling tension. Shadows, once allies, seemed to twist with a sinister glee. The very magic that sustained Umukeoao demanded a price, not only the sacrifice foretold but the essence of those who dared to challenge its insatiable hunger. The nightly flights that once painted the skies with magic now cast a shadow over the village. The enchantment that once shielded Umukeoao becomes a malevolent force, and the protectors may find themselves entangled in a darkness that defies both magic and reason. The chilling revelation, veiled in the dance of shadows, leaves you with a sense of unease that lingers in the moonless stillness of Umukeoao. Royals, as the nightly flights continued, a new and formidable darkness emerged, eclipsing even the malevolent forces they had faced before. The air thickened with an oppressive energy, and shadows twisted into grotesque shapes that loomed over Umukeoao. Grandmama and Amina, the stalwart defenders, confronted their greatest challenge yet. The malevolent force, born from the very enchantment meant to protect the village, intensified with a hunger that seemed insatiable. Spells clashed against the encroaching darkness, but it pulsed with an unnatural strength, threatening to unravel the very fabric of Umukeoao. Imagine this, royals, the duo, their backs against the ethereal wall, facing a force that defied the limits of their magical prowess. The air echoed with the clash of spells, and the moonlit night bore witness to a battle that transcended the realms of both magic and mortality. As the threat intensified, Amina found herself at a crossroads. Grandmama, with eyes that held both weariness and determination, guided her through the decisive moment. Choices lay before the young sorceress, choices that could shape the fate of Umukeoao. The air crackled with an eerie tension as Amina grappled with the weight of a decision that transcended the boundaries of magic and sacrifice. In the chilling silence of the night, brace yourselves for the bone-chilling plot twist that shadows the decisive moment. As Amina stood on the precipice of choice, a revelation emerged: the malevolent force was not an external threat but a reflection of the village itself. Umukeoao, once a haven, now harbored a darkness that hungered for more than just the sacrifice of a sorceress. Royals, as the battle reached its zenith, the twist unfolds. Amina, in a moment of chilling realization, understood that the very essence of the village, intertwined with the enchantment, demanded a sacrifice. Grandmama's guidance, once a beacon of wisdom, now carried a weight that threatened to crush the spirit of the protectors. As you contemplate the twist, remember that the choices made in the realm of magic may lead to unforeseen consequences. The battle against the dark force intensifies, and the sacrifice required may be more than either Grandmama or Amina can fathom. The chilling revelation, veiled in the shadows that dance with the malevolent force, leaves you with a sense of unease that lingers in the moonlit stillness of Umukeoao. That's a wrap, Radiant Rebels. If you're hungry for more insights, check out our next video. Dive in, explore, and let's continue this journey together. Don't miss out, click on the link, and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay magnetic.